Question number 7 is, in a magic square, each row, column and diagonal have the same sum. Check which of the following is a magic square. So here you have given two squares and you have to check which square is a magic square and which is not. And for that we need to check sum of all these rows, sum of all these columns and sum of these two diagonals. If sum of all these rows, columns and two diagonals are same, then we can say that the given square is a magic square. So we need to check all these things for first magic square and second magic square, right? And first we check for this square. First row, 5 plus minus 1 plus minus 4. Now addition of this is minus minus plus, so it is minus 5. 5 as it is. 5 plus minus 5 is equal to 0. So we can say that sum of first row is 0. Now we check for second row. It is minus 5 plus minus 2 plus 7. Again minus minus plus and it becomes minus 7, and then we write plus 7 as it is. 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. So we can say that sum of second row is also 0. Now we check for third row. 0 plus 3 plus minus 3, and 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So sum of third row is also 0. Now we check for all the columns. First column is 5 plus minus 5 plus 0. Now 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So sum of first column is 0. Now we check for second column and it is minus 1 plus minus 2 plus 3. Minus minus plus, so it is minus 3 plus 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So sum of second column is also 0. Now we check for third column. Minus 4 plus 7 minus 3. Minus minus becomes plus. So 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. But here both integers are negative. So answer is negative. Now we write plus 7. 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. Sum of third row is also 0. Now we check for diagonals. First diagonal is 5 plus minus 2 plus minus 3. Minus minus plus, so it is minus 5. 5 plus minus 5 is equal to 0. So sum of this diagonal is 0. Now we check for another diagonal. Minus 4 plus minus 2 plus 0. Now minus minus plus, so it is minus 6, and only this sum is different from sum of all rows, all columns and one of the diagonals. So we can say that sum of all rows, columns and diagonals are not equal here. That means this square is not a magic square. Now we check for second square and we do sum of first row. 1 plus minus 10 plus 0. plus minus minus. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 9 and sign of greater number which is minus. So it is minus 9. Now we check for second row. Minus 4, minus 3 and minus 2. Minus minus becomes plus. So 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. And answer is minus 9. So answer of second row is also minus 9. Now we check for third row. Minus 6 plus 4 minus 7. Minus minus plus. So it is minus 13. Minus 13 plus 4. Minus plus minus. So 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. And sign of greater number which is minus. So sum of third row is also minus 9. Now we check for columns. 1, minus 4, minus 6. 1 as it is, this minus minus plus, and it is minus 10, and 1 minus 10 is equal to minus 9. So sum of first column is minus 9. Now we check for second column. Minus 10, minus 3, plus 4. 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. 13 minus 4 is equal to 9 and sign of greater number. So answer of second column is also minus 9. Now we check for third column. 0, minus 2, minus 7, minus minus plus, so it is 9 and sign is negative, because whenever we add two negative integers we always get negative integer as answer. So it is minus 9. So sum of all rows and all columns is minus 9. Now we check for diagonals. First diagonal is 1, minus 3, minus 7. 1 as it is, minus minus plus, and it is minus 10. 1 minus 10 is equal to minus 9. So sum of this diagonal is minus 9. Now we check for second diagonal. 0, minus 3, minus 6. Minus minus plus, and it is minus 9. So sum of second diagonal is also minus 9. So here we get the same answer of sum of all the rows, all the columns and two diagonals. That means this square is a magic square.